Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 4 of our Football Manager 2019 Newcastle United beta save. We are now getting a little bit further into the game. I've actually had to interrupt where I thought I would be starting this video because we have just had somebody come and remove Mike Ashley from the club. We now have Fawaz Al-Hassawi as our chairman, replacing a few directors in the process. £360 million he paid for the club. Great time to come in with me as manager. So if we have a look at the table at the moment, you can see we're in 6th place, so a great time to take over Newcastle. We've actually been doing really well. We've got a few more games to go before we actually do kick off this episode properly, because we've so far managed to get knocked out on penalties by a 10-man Bristol City with a full strength team, which is really embarrassing, but we were knocked out there. We did manage to beat Brighton 2-0. Lewis Dunk own goal, 1 for Baram Kayal, but Perez had already won the game, making it 2-0. Perez on fire at the moment. We lost to Wolves, a game we should have won. We were 1-0 up after 21 minutes. They equalised through Bolly. We went really attacking, chasing the win, caught out the back. Helder Costa and Johnny with 2 goals in 3 minutes just sank us and we lost that game. But we did manage to beat Southampton 2-1. Budaboos again with a goal, Perez with 1 as well. Perez has 5 league goals in 9 games. Budaboos now with 4 league goals in 9 games. Between them they are carrying the team a little bit. We're still going to play through the Burnley and Fulham games before we kick off with Chelsea away. That's going to be a really interesting and tough match, especially if we do win these 2 against Burnley and Fulham. But that's looking a bit further ahead than we are at the moment. We do still have a competition giveaway going on. There is a link in the description to the competition if you would like to enter and try and get yourself a free copy of FM19 and the beta. It's open for another week, so still plenty of time to get into that. You just have to retweet it, follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the channel. You can create a throwaway Twitter account if you want to, and a YouTube account if you want to enter that. I don't really mind, but yeah, I'll be giving it away on there in a couple of weeks time, in a week's time on Sunday. So definitely enter that, and make sure to subscribe to the channel as well if you're enjoying this series. Drop a like on the video as well to let me know you're still enjoying it. But let's go ahead to that Chelsea match. Well, we are now up to the Chelsea match. We're away from home at Stamford Bridge. It's not been that great in the interim. We actually lost to Burnley, 2 Ashley Barnes goals, putting them ahead, and then Isaac Hayden got a late equaliser in the first, a late goal in the first half, but it was not enough. We couldn't score in the second. Muto actually hit the woodwork in the 94th minute, and it just wasn't enough as we fell to a defeat away from home to Burnley. We did then draw with Fulham. Again, we were 2-0 down. Ki Sung-young got 1 back. And then in the 93rd minute, we had a penalty. There was only meant to be 2 added minutes. But John Joe Shelvey stepped up, sent the keeper the wrong way. And we did manage to get a draw there and secure a point against Fulham. Which means in the competition standings, we are now down to 10th. We've got our game in hand, which I'm not expecting us to win against Chelsea. If we do, we will jump above them into 5th place, which is quite a position to be in. But it does require us getting a win. It's a really tight table this year, which is making it quite difficult. So I'm hoping that the team that we've got out here will be able to get a good result. If we go ahead and submit that team, we can see that we do have Budaboos, Perez and Piazon up front with Diarme, Shelvey and Hayden in midfield. Haps is starting at left wing back with Clark and Fernandez in the centre. Yedlin at right back, Dubravka in goal. Chelsea have gone out and signed De Ligt. They've got a pretty standard team around that. Kepa in goal, Alonso, Rudiger and Azpilicueta with De Ligt. Jorginho, Kovacic and Fabregas in the centre with Hazard, Willian and Morata up front. That is a really tough team. I'm just going to say nobody expects us to get a result because I don't expect them to get a result anyway. Let's just kick it off and see if we can hold our own against them. Is this going to be an Arsenal game or is it going to be a Man City game? That is the question. One, we were dominant, the other, we were dominated. And obviously Man City a big step up over Arsenal. I think Chelsea probably closer to Man City than they are to Arsenal at the moment. They've got such a strong team. And their manager seems to be giving a lot of instructions from the side. Azpilicueta swings the ball across. Hazard can't win it. It's come back to De Ligt, sent forward again. Marcos Alonso on the overlap, picking that up, puts it in. Morata's in there, off the woodwork. Willian following up is blocked and Fernandez gets it away. We do survive early on, but we're on the attack now. Shelvey gives the ball away and it's flipped over to the other side. Willian gets in. Clark thrown his body in, but Dubravka makes a good stop, and we keep throwing ourselves into slide tackles. I want us to stay getting stuck in, but I suppose we could always change it to keep your feet on the ground instead of in the air. Or don't go to ground, whatever the instruction is. If we go to team instructions, what have we got? Dribble less, in transition, out of possession, stay on feet. Let's see if that makes any difference, because a number of times that we're sliding in at the moment. De Ligt onto Jorginho, switched out to Marcos Alonso. Hazard with an easy pick-up, puts the ball across. Willian arriving, and we are behind before that tactic can take effect. So Eden Hazard there, the danger man, put it across, and Willian with an easy header. Jorginho just switched it out, and it was the fullback being dragged out towards Alonso that allowed Hazard to get in behind. He put it across the box. Willian arrived and just stuck that header into the near post between the keeper and that post. And we're going to proceed with those changes because I want the team to stay on their feet, because I think that is one of our big downfalls. But the wing-backs are certainly a problem at the issue. Normally they're our greatest strength in Football Manager, but at the moment they're a big weakness, and Morata's got in behind, but Dubravka with a good stop. I have a feeling this is going to end up 2 or 3 quite quickly. Hazard with the corner, puts it to the back stick. De Ligt is there. It's a bit deep for him. He does keep the ball though. Kovacic beats one defender, takes it to the right. There's 3 unmarked at the back stick. He finds Alonso, and I said it wouldn't be long. It's already 2-0, and this could get even worse. I feel sorry for you guys. You aren't seeing us win on these episodes. That's the trouble. Not that we've been doing too well lately. This will be our 3rd game in a row without a win. But 2-0 at the moment. I can't see us getting back into this. The team are remaining composed despite the fact we're 2-0 down away from home to Chelsea. Boodaboos with the ball. Just sends it long. Perez might get to that. Kepa has come out to claim it. Nobody closing him down. Kepa does launch it. Morata is in behind. Touches it. Good save. Willian with the follow-up. Puts it in. Back to Kovacic. We block it, block it, block it. And it is out for a corner. Really frustrating this. Chelsea seem to have the perfect tactic to counter the one that we're using. Rudiger's header flipped on. Yedlin at the back stick does manage to clear that one out to Jose Perez. But Chelsea totally on top. And we're not really showing much sign of a fight back as Jorginho slides in there. That will probably be half-time. And we've got some work to do. I don't really know what to change in this tactic at the moment. We could go very attacking. But given the way that they're getting in behind the fullbacks and causing problems, I think that's just going to lead to a massacre. So I think we're just going to hold our guns. I'm going to tell them to show me something else in the second half. We'll jump out there and just see if they sort of team talk, maybe a few shouts from the side, whether they'll make any difference. If it's getting late and it's still 2-0 or within touching distance, then I will go very attacking. But right now, I just want us to stay in the game and see if we can nick a goal, because we are creating some chances. We've had 6 shots, 3 on target. But I fear we're just not quite on the same level, and that is the issue. I'm not even sure who to bring on here. I think I'm going to have to put Dummett at right wing back. And is there anyone else I want to change? Maybe in midfield, Ki-Sung Young for probably Isaac Hayden is a good shout. And let's just see if that helps. Alonso, though, with a throw-in straight after the substitutions. Puts the ball in or doesn't. Flips back. Now Jorginho. Alonso in a lot of space. Fabregas might find him. Instead, Ki-Sung Young steals it. That's what he's brought on for. Now Boodaboos, he's got to run. Diarme onto Lucas Piazon, who's been probably our weakest player this season. Finds Boodaboos. Alonso sends it back to Kepa, and it is cleared away quite coolly. Willian on the counter, just sprinting into the space on the right. He's got players in the box. There's Hazard, and it is 3-0. So there's going to be no chance of us getting back into this game. 3-0 is a death sentence. We've got 25 minutes left to go. I don't want to watch that again. I felt like this was always going to be a tough match, but I wasn't expecting us to just be so inferior. And whenever we come up against these big teams, we are just not on their level. Ball put in, Barkley back to William, puts it across, keep clearing it out. He's going to try again here, I think. Instead he goes to Azpilicueta. Now Kovacic to Morata, who strikes it off the woodwork, and Clark can clear it away. We've got 20 minutes to survive here at 3-0. Otherwise our goal difference might get substantially worse with 10 more minutes to go. Lucas Piazon's picked up a knock. We'll just see this corner out first. Hazard in, Clark away. Kovacic following up. Plays it down the line for Hazard. Puts it in. Clark away again. Pedro, though, puts it in. Again, we clear it away. David Luiz to Marcus Alonso. Pressure just mounting here. Kovacic out for Alonso again. Not getting to him quickly enough. Barkley's in there, but it is wide from Barkley. I'm going to bring probably Jacob Murphy on for Pearson actually. We'll just see how he does up front for 10 minutes. See if he can make a difference. He's a winger. He hasn't really played this season. I'm not expecting a lot from him, but we've got a couple of minutes left here. Boodaboos with the corner towards the back stick. Clark heads it down. Ki-Sung Young volleys it home. We do get a goal back. 2 goals left to go. Would be a stunning comeback if we made it from here. I've seen this corner routine a couple of times. Ball to the back stick, Clark down, Ki-Sung Young unmarked. He scored 3 goals like that this season, I think. All 3 of his goals, actually. He's only got 3 goals this season. All 3 of his goals have come from pretty much the same move. So maybe we need to play him a bit more just for the corner routine. Here's Shelby, back to Ki-Sung Young. 10 seconds left. Ball won by Chelsea. That will be the full-time whistle as Kepa hoofs it up the pitch. Morata might get to that. Fernandez does bring it down. Back to Dubravka. And there's the full-time whistle. A 3-1 defeat against Chelsea. We were never in the game, really. I'm going to say I'm not happy because I'm not happy again with that result. Chelsea with an easy win. It means we haven't won now for 3 games. We've won 1 of 5, which is really poor. Only 2 of 8. And after our really good run here of 4 wins, we have fallen off the wagon a bit. But we've got games against Bournemouth, Palace, and then Spurs and United. I'll probably do a Spurs United doubleheader in the next episode. So do drop a like on the video if you're enjoying this series. Let me know if you've got ideas for tactics down in the comments. Make sure to enter the giveaway as well and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, see ya!